Alright everybody, welcome back to the first attempt at TOP. Now, I understand people are going to be very upset with the way I'm going to be doing this here. But I just want to see, just for the time being, if the beginning was to be any different. Because, as we know, over this direction is actually a lot easier, despite the fact there is a lot more yellows in this pathing. Except for here, that's primarily blue base. But I do want to see if the early stages does impact the game score. So what I'm going to be doing is just run the full base 150% team, right? I have got Giblets and Vegeta arch boosted up, so we are going to be using them. And Charlotte is sitting here at Super Saiyan God because his stats 308%, 308,000, already high enough. And he's got God Keys, Game Originals, and again, it's just the fact that these absolute state of boost is not exactly great. So, yeah. I know, again, people are going to be very upset that I'm not... Oh, shit, why the fuck did I do it? I'm not running the non-boost for the first part. Whenever there is a non-boost, if I do, I will actually, funny enough, look up videos for non-boost, and I will link them at the bottom of this video if I do find them. Otherwise, it will be for the second attempt. So you can either watch this one, or you can watch the other one. It doesn't matter, because it's basically going to be the same thing. So yeah, we ain't going to be doing this here, it's just doing this here. And we're actually going to go to the 5 fist here, and we're going to see what this works. And yeah, this is the way with the fight right here. Charlotte is again going to be sitting in the back. You could put Giblet there. I'm having only Gohan Trunks sitting up there just because of the fact that they are in fact red for one part. So we can get rid of as many yellows as possibly can, that'll be great. So yeah, let's go. And the way we do this fight is, again, get rid of as many yellows as possibly can, so we'll just go for them all first. Then afterwards, we can go for whoever you want because they're type neutral to Gohan and Trunks except for Zamasu. So we can actually leave them to last. I'm going to keep this fight in, so yeah, let's go. And yeah, no, first match easy enough, did take a wee bit, but again, that was all basically from type neutrality, so yeah. Still got the full kills, the main thing, 2.2 full kill, moving on. Next fight, 3 fist up against a state, which is PSCC. And yeah, no, as I said, it's going to be very easy, because we are actually going to be kind of one-shotting a lot of reds. But if you do want to take off characters, you can't. Tough shit, it is what it is, so yeah, let's go. Because again, Vegeta is the only character you can really take off, everyone else has to stay on. So, and it's not exactly ideal for you to keep any of them off, so we'll get rid of these two first, get them out of the way. Afterwards we can go for the double EXs into the 2 reds, so yeah, simple enough, not to worry about, let's go. And simple enough, got a lot of super attacks, which is unfortunate, because I think the next fight, funny enough, has a lot of yellows, so yeah, let's see, moving on to the next fight is going to be up here. You know what, we can take them off, it's fine. You know, a lot of characters that got a lot of super attacks, which unfortunately we're not going to be able to keep. I'm going to put the blue boys on, only just to tank a bit better. If you did want another character, well then obviously, yeah, this Vegeta sitting here, as you can see. But yeah, let's move on. This should be an easy stomp in all honesty, but we're going to get rid of these two first immediately because obviously, you know, as you do. Actually, we'll keep one of them and get rid of another, because the next turn would be, obviously. So then we get rid of the we'll keep the transformation to last, because he'll de-transform turn 3, because he transforms right off the bat. Then afterwards we can actually go for a yellow, purple, another green and a red. Should be fine enough. The blue boys might take a bit, but we'll be fine. Let's move on. And okay, you know what? Actually a lot less than I thought, and we have 2 super attacks. Oh yeah, 2.3 got the full kills, the main thing, moving on. And the next fight is going to be up against the black stage, which is going to be a fun time. And yeah, this is the way with the fight right here. I am going to change Charlotte to Sparkin. Do that right now. Change Charlotte to Sparkin. I'm not doing this right now only because the fact I'm a bit lazy and I just want to get this over and done with instead of having to go to another page. But I'll do that immediately after this here. But change Charlotte to Sparkin And you can put him to Super Saiyan Blue if you want to, because that will be his highest stats. So yeah, let's go. And the way we do this fight is by getting rid of black first, right? We're gonna try and get rid of double greens within the first turn. Then second turn hopefully should be the third green, and then afterwards we can go for whoever we want. I'll get rid of this black, and then the Zamasu, because Zamasu will be the tankiest out of a lot of them. If you want to bring on the green Vegeta, don't, because you can't exactly swap him for anyone else. Even though that is actually quite a feasible thing that you could be doing if you don't want the blue boys tanking, but yeah, I'm going to do it like this here, so let's go. And simple enough, took absolutely nothing basically. Got the full kill, that's the main thing, so yeah, and as you see there, I did swap him to Sparkin. I did say this here, alright, I did say it, because he had 100% and he was going to turn 1 super, so yeah, that's the main thing. Moving on, next fight, Fight Fist, up against the stage here. It should be an absolute fun time. Now it is going to be unfortunate that we are going to have Vegeta tanking, because he has a super attack basically sitting there ready to go, but yeah, that's going to just have to be the way it is. Now, swap Charlotte back to Hero, because he doesn't have a super attack. If he has a super attack turn 1, swap him to Sparkin. Otherwise, keep him as Hero. That's the main thing, we'll say that's here. So yeah, let's go. I'll swap him immediately after this here. I understand, again, this is such a tedious thing to be doing, but you kind of have to do it. But we're going to be getting rid of... we can get rid of a yellow, because again, we have our red, green, and yellow tank to hitting first. And then we have Vegeta probably immediately afterwards. So we can actually get rid of a blue, just because, you know, why not? We'll have to get rid of 19. Afterwards, we can go for a blue, then we go for a purple, go for another blue, and then red. Should be simple enough, nothing to worry about, let's go. And again, simple enough, took absolutely nothing. Super attack, unfortunately, ready. 3.5 mil, full kill, easy, moving on. Next fight, Fight Fist, up against the Broly stage, our first actual hard fight. So yeah, let's go. Now, this is going to be very unfortunate, and I don't have Charlotte in the attack tiles, because I mean he's got 88% and he does have an ultimate, so we're basically going to be getting his super attack here. If I had to guess, you might get a turn 3, but if you do want to be safe, and there's a chance he couldn't, you keep him in the middle so that way you can keep his super attack for the boss fight. But sure, we'll see what happens. Let's move on. And the way we do this fight is by getting rid of Fusion Boys first, because Gohan and Trunks have a super attack sitting there ready, and they're a fusion unit, so yeah. Next up, we're getting rid of Broly, because blue tanking can't exactly have that happen. We get rid of Broly, Goku, and then these two at the very end. I'll actually keep Vegeta to last, because why not? So yeah, let's move on. And again, simple enough, and it looks like we might have maybe gotten away with it. You couldn't have gotten away with it. I don't think you would actually would have saved it, but we still got the full kills, the main thing. Yeah, no, we would not have gotten it for the boss fight, so yeah, it would have been off in this here, which in fairness, it doesn't look better, so yeah, let's go. You know, I just had to double check at the boss fight, and yeah, no, we're going to keep the blue boys off. I'm going to keep it like this here. Gibble's got super attack sitting already. Shala will probably get it maybe turn 3 to 4, if not at all. And Shala just, because, you know what, we can do it like this here, because Gohan and Trunks actually, funny enough, have higher blast attack than Charlotte. And Vegeta's just there. Unfortunately, again, does have a super attack ready, but it is what it is. Now, first up is getting rid of the green unit, even though he's an EX unit. Get rid of him. Then that's where we can go for red, because hopefully by that point we should have him killed. Then afterwards we can go for we'll go for a blue unit, because we type neutral until Shallot. Then that's where we can go for red, purple, and then transform into Shallot at the very end. He should de-transform by turn 3, but we'll be fine. Let's go. And again, simple enough, did take a wee bit, and Shallot again has a super attack basically sitting there. God damn it, mate. 4.2, got the full kill, easy enough, moving on. Next fight, 4 Fists up against the Goku GT squad, I don't know what I'm saying. And yeah, again, this is what I mean by having the blue boys be safe for this fight, because this is a double green and double yellow, so in fairness, you can maybe, actually I don't know what I'm saying, you can maybe put them into the middle and have Pan at the bottom, which actually, no, in fairness, that actually probably is a smarter idea. I'm going to keep it like this here, even though he is close to a super attack, he could get it off for this fight, but still, I am, again, switch Shallot to Sparkin, he's 100% sitting there. Switch him to Sparkin, and in fairness, I forgot to switch him to Strike Attack the first time, because Super Saiyan Blue has higher stats as Strike Attack. I completely forgot about that, and I forgot to mention it. So yeah, this is what we do in this here, let's go. And what I mean, just to make sure you notice here, 277 compared to 275, very close, but Strike Attack is heavier. So yeah, let's go. And the way we do this fight is by going for attack boys first, obviously. You know, obviously. Even though we could actually wait a wee bit extra, I can maybe go for somewhere else. I'm going to secure the kill. Okay? I'm going to secure it. Then afterwards we go for Super Saiyan 4, because by that point afterwards, it should be Gohan and Trunks' turn. Then we can go for a green. Actually, no, we'll go for a purple, go for a yellow, green, and then red. Actually, red, then green. We'll do it like this here. Should be simple enough, so let's go. And they took a lot, and Gohan and Trunks did get super off. And I can't remember where I had him on the tiles, but you still got the full kill. That's the main thing. So yeah, moving on. Next fight going to be up against 5th stage against the Cell Saga. And yeah, this is going to be the way we get the fight right here. It is a bit iffy the way you're looking at this here, because I mean you have Shellot down here, but again 93% he can get that off by turn 2, if I'm not going to be mistaken, even though I've been mistaken multiple times. And I did have him in the middle, and he did get super off, so you can maybe, if you want to, leave the yellow to that later on, but yeah, no, it'd be safer. But yeah, this is the way with the fight right here. Pan has only got a super attack herself, but yeah, I'm going to swap Shellot back to Blast, because I'm going to be changing him back to a hero, so do be wary of that. It is very annoying doing that, but it is better off. I'm going to get rid of the Gohan here, because blue tanking. Afterwards, we can actually go for Cell, double EXs, and then to the double reds at the very end. We should be fine enough like this here, so yeah, I said we get straight into this. And again, easy enough, does have a super attack, so we might be able to save it. I don't know, 6.7 got the full kill, that's the main thing, but moving on. Next fight, free fist up against this stage here. Because this stage, yes, doable, but it's very yellow heavy. And we don't really have a good red other than Gohan and Trunks. So yeah, this will be the best fight. And the only reason why I'm going to be saving super attack for Vegeta is until, again, multiple reds. So yeah, if Goku and Vegeta die here, I could give less of a shit, as I say. I can maybe put on the Vegeta, but I could give less of a hell. So yeah, let's go. And the way we do this fight is by giving her the tag unit first, because again, might as well keep it into the normal purple. Then afterwards, we can go for the yellow. Then afterwards, we can go for a double purple into the red and then blue. Should be easy enough fight. So yeah, let's go. Again, simple enough, got the full kill. Yes, we did. It's a 3-fist fight. You should not have been worrying. He doesn't have a super attack until turn 2 or 3, so he can keep him as hero. Unfortunately, we're going to have to waste his super attack and maybe her super attack. You can maybe argue for his, but I don't know. The next fight is going to be up against the Majin Buu Saga, which is going to be a fun state. And this will be the only time I bring in the blue Vegeta, because I want to keep the other Vegeta's super attack. So yeah, this should be a fun time. So yeah, and again, we're going to maybe get rid of hers. He will probably get it. We will be able to save his, but his is very wary. I'm not thinking we will, but yeah, let's go. Alright, so double purples, and then we have a reverse blue. So which one's a bit more of an issue? These two, get them out of the way, I will say would be the best option. Then afterwards we can get rid of another purple. We can get rid of the green, the yellow, and then the transformation. I know leaving transformations at the very end is not a good idea, because they get a turn 2, and you might as well get rid of them before that. But if I was going to have anyone else tank, it would have been a yellow, and I'm not doing that. But yeah, let's see what happens here. Will we get the full kill is a bit different question. Okay, so we did waste super attack, waste hers, save these two, and we got the full kill. That's the main thing. 11.1 full kill, easy enough. So yeah, moving on. Last fight, it's going to be up against this here, GT squad, or you can do this here, double reds here with double yellows, which we can actually, in fairness, do a lot better with, instead of here, which is a full color wheel with double yellows. So you know what, I'm going to go for this fight right here. They're all going to be the same no matter what happens, so yeah, this should be fun. I'm going to go for this here, but again, if you're going to go for this here, I wouldn't be up against it. And I would still have Vegeta up in the top tile, so you'd be getting rid of the green. Then you can maybe get rid of a yellow. Actually, you can get rid of a yellow first and then into the green. Just only because the fact that you have a red attacking as the main thing first. But again, Vegeta is a bit of an iffy issue, but I think you'll be fine. Then afterwards, you can go for another yellow afterwards. Into the ultra, red, and then blue at the very end. You could do that. But again, we'll go into this here. Now, I'm only going to be having Gohan and Trunks tank up there with Vegeta because, I mean, at the moment he is currently nearly 50%. So, yeah. And I'm actually going to have Shellot there just because to give him the extra damage to his ultimate. He will get it, and so will he. So having Shellot down the bottom does not really matter. So yeah, let's go. And the way we do this fight is, again, who do we have tanking? We got a blue and we have a red. But we don't have any blues to be worrying about. We do have a green. However, I think we'll be fine enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of a yellow. But we do have Shellot and Giblet, so we can get rid of green and then into yellow. So again, this is where the issue is. You can pray that we can like one-shot one of the ultras here. So like one-shot Namagoku, hopefully get into Zamasu. Then afterwards we can get into the green unit afterwards. Into a red, yellow, and then another red. I'm going to see how this works. I have absolutely no idea how this is going to work well, but I say we should be fine enough, hopefully. So yeah, let's see how well this works. Let's get into this. Okay, you know, I will say that was not bad in the slightest. But obviously we didn't kill Namagoku in one go, and Giblet did waste his super attack on Namagoku. However, we still managed to kill Zamasu before turn 2 ended. So you know what, I say that was a pretty good success. So you can follow that, or you can go for Zamasu first into Namagoku, because Trunks and Gohan will be attacking near the end of the turn. That's all I'm saying with that. So you can make do with that and still keep Frieza third, and actually basically keep everyone else. Just swap Namagoku and Zamasu, and I think you'll be fine. Even though you'll be wasting an ultimate on Shallot, or blue card on Shallot, and then get him with Giblet. But again, that's besides the point. Still got the full kill, 17 mil. Added on to 57.7, that gives us, if I had to guess, roughly about 68, just barely. 67.8. I swear to God, if I hear anything about 6-7, I swear to God. But yeah, where does that end us off? With 0 TP, 14th. Okay, interesting. 14th. Top 1000. Who's number 1? I just want to see KMP. And roughly around the same, minus Vegeta's. He is roughly going to be doing the same as me. So this should be interesting. It will definitely be interesting to see what way we work with by going through the 5 fists first. So yeah, that's, again, it's going to be an experiment for the season. So yeah, sorry about the 90%, but again, I'll link down in the description for this video or the second video, just depending on when that's up. But yeah. Alright everybody, welcome back, and we got ourselves technically also the second part. However, because the way I did it, it's going to be basically the same thing as the first one, even though it's going to be part of the video afterwards. But it's going to be showcasing going to the left side, meaning I'll be fighting against this here, leading into this here, and including this here. So yeah, and it's also to show if the start really actually has anything to do with it. I think I've already explained this before, but yeah, I'm going to be cutting back to yous by the time I finish. So yeah, I'm going to be playing through this here, you know, usual. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute. But yeah, actually I will be showcasing like my formation for the first 3 fights, because again, they're going to be different, and this is what I'm going for here for the first fight. So yeah, fun times, let's go. And the way we do this fight is actually going to be getting rid of Grunks first, because starting with a blue unit, might as well keep him blue. Afterwards going for the tag unit, then afterwards we can go for a green, get rid of the yellow, and 2 purples at the very end. I'll actually leave 18. I won't be showing you this fight, but yeah, let's get into this. Now, more or less went swimmingly. Of course, Giblet did take quite a bit, but again, he was tanking, still got the full kill, so main thing. 2.2 got the full kill, moving on. Next fight, 3 fists up against this stage here, should be fun. And yeah, no, basically we're going to be having it like this here. I'm going to keep it like this here. I'm only swapping out Vegeta because it's multiple greens, so you might as well. So yeah, let's go. Now we are going to keep keeping, obviously, these two a bit earlier on, so you would get rid of like this here, and then leave the 2 purples at the very end. Should be fine enough, so yeah, let's go. Simple enough. Obviously, unfortunately, can't save these super attacks, but it is what it is. 1.9 got the full kill, moving on. Next fight, 5 fists up against this stage here. And yeah, no, not much really need to change. Shell won't get his into maybe turn 3, so you can turn 4, maybe not at all. But yeah, having Vegeta in there just for the better tanking, so let's move on. You could definitely keep the Vegeta in, but being realistic, doesn't really matter. I mean, it's lesser units, so obviously getting rid of the Piccolo first, then get into a yellow unit, into a blue, 2 reds, and a blue at the very end. Simple enough. So yeah, moving on. And again, simple enough. Again, unfortunately, wasted super attacks. And yeah, no, Sly's not getting it. I don't know whether or not you get it next turn. 2.6 got the full kills, the main thing. Moving on. Next fight is now going to be back into the normal pattern. Fighting this here. Obviously, you want to have a purple onto the board. Try and get rid of as many greens as you possibly can before they switch. Unless you've got the blue Vegeta from Future Trunk Saga, then that's fine enough, or another purple. Otherwise, yeah, let's get into this here. It's going to be basically the same thing we did before in the first half, so obviously watch that bit. And yeah, the rest of it is going to be the same. I'll come back whenever I finish. So yeah, fun times. Alright, ending it off there with 17.06 million. Got the full kill. Ended it off at the very end of the turn. Very good. I see there 51 million with 17. So, as of the moment, it's going to get us up to 68.1 at the very least, 0.15. If I'm not mistaken, 68.15, sorry. So yeah, as you see here, the fights even at the beginning make the difference. So yeah, that was the test done, 68.1. Where does that actually end us off? I did use the CM team, as again, as you can see here, CM team's basically being used. Unfortunately, never got a super attack up, but it is what it is. But yeah, where does this end us off in the leaderboard now? I'm very curious considering we're at the second reset. That leaves us off at 6th place, just barely behind Bob, who has 14-star everything. So yeah, I can't compete with that. If I'm being completely honest with you, I cannot compete with Bob here. And he did run the Vegeta, so again, as I did say before, if you had him, use him. Very good. Edgar here, running this Vegeta, but again, nearly 14 stars, basically max stats, and the Vegeta. Similar everything else, actually 14-star him, her. Let's see here, KMP. Again, he actually brought in Evil Vegeta and this Vegeta. So, could have run in that Vegeta if I wanted to, didn't want to, because I wanted to keep the same basically throughout run the Vegeta. So yeah, no, again, it might have just been the fact that I used the Super Saiyan Blue Boys, but just because they had higher stats, it's the only reason why. Otherwise, everyone's basically the same thing. So yeah, I will take 100%. I should see us all in the next one.